the bottom. I can't see anything. Now we want to get all the stock out of there. It's really quite aromatic. But it's a bit cloudy. And I think I could have taken off a bit more fat. But that'll be fine. I could make a consommé with this later. Okay. And then we'll pour this into the colander here. And the rest of the residue, ooh, that's all almost like a chinois. A very fine pot here, very fine sieve. So to get all the little bits and pieces. So now we're going to degrease. Now on top of this stock, there's probably about 3 millimeters of grease from the chicken. And we're going to take that out with a ladle. And you do it very carefully so you don't get too much of the stock, just the grease if you can. See, I failed that. Now normally I would take a roll of paper towel, fold it in half or something, and then I would just run the paper towel through there and suck up all the grease off the top, but we don't have any paper towel. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a cooling, a bain-marie, which is an area where the pot can circulate. The heat in the pot can circulate under and around. I'm going to fill this with cold water. Okay? And then we'll put that in here. This guy. So now, in theory, the water can circulate underneath the pot of stock, or the bowl in this case, of stock. Now we're putting cold water in there, and I have ice cube trays. That's not what I wanted to do. That's for door. Okay. Oh. I think we're draining the water fast as we believe. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we've got our ice cubes in there, and we're going to cool this with a little trick that I figured out. This is a bottle that I washed up and sterilized, and I put half a full of ice in. I'm going to put it right in there, and that'll cool it from the inside too. Okay? Which is faster. So we're cooling this down to room temperature and below at this point. You can see the cooling this as quickly as possible helps to prevent the spread of bacteria, E. coli. Okay, this is the last step before putting it in the fridge. Now what we've got here is our stock cooled from the sink. And I've had this bucket and this ice in the plastic. You can see it's got quite a bit of fat and grease already on it. So the temperature here is quite low. I would say it's under 20. It's probably around 12 or 14, but we could check that. Have a little thermometer here. Yeah, it shows at about 15 degrees, which is less than room temperature, so that's what our goal is. Now we're going to put it into this tub, which I can put in the fridge. I'll put it in overnight, and in the morning the fat will be solidified. We'll just take it off. I'll put it into smaller tubs, and we'll freeze it for use with sauces. Well, I'm going to have to filter it when we use it. Not a bad estimation, eh? So, very flavorful chicken stock. It's not a quick process, but it's ready to go. It'll be ready in the morning, nice and cold. It'll take the last of the fat off the top, and then it's freezing or right into your sauce that you're going to have for supper. So thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.